to the Armon Wiggins Show, where it's a lot going on. We discuss music, drama, celebrity gossip, pop culture, and everything in the entertainment world.
That's how we already know.
Stay tuned right here as we spill the tea, sip some tea, all raw for your enjoyment. Now grab your cup and buckle up.
What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Armon, and we are back with another voiceover video. Listen, if you're a returning subscriber, then you know how this thing goes, and if you are new, welcome and hello. And hopefully by the end of this video, you consider subscribing. All right, y'all. So by the title of the video, you know what we're talking about. Kevin Hunter does not want to leave Wendy Williams alone. He wants her back, which is kind of typical. When you've messed up in a relationship, typically the person who messes up always ends up wanting their partner back, if you will. So anywho, Wendy Williams was on her show today, and she was talking about the Kardashians and Tristan Thompson, and how Tristan Thompson is still like flirting with Khloe Kardashian, and she basically talked about how she understands that all too well. Let me play the clip for you, and then we'll talk about it. Let me get this clip.
And Khloe will always have to be involved with each other in some sort of way because they have that baby. But, there's certain guys who, I know this firsthand, will not leave you alone. Oh, they tell you you're beautiful. They tell you you look great on today's show. Oh. No. They say silly things like a ship always returns to the port. This ship has sailed, honey. Who are you talking to?
Okay, there you have it. I think Wendy is. Here's my thing. I don't doubt that Kevin doesn't want her back, but come on, Wendy. Like, I feel like she wants him back. I feel like, but the thing about being a celebrity is she's this public figure now, so she can't really be like, damn, I want my man back. You know what I mean? And she's put on this front that she's so over it. The ship has sailed. She's moved on. So now for, the public, she literally has to move on. And I feel like every day it kills her, because I think she would take him back, because we have to really think about it. This is not new to her. Let's be very clear. She's been dealing with him cheating on her, and really specifically with Sharina, for the past 10 years. She's known about this woman for a very long time. So she was dealing with it before, but the baby came out and the public humiliation, and now she's into this mode of new life, new me, and the show is getting renewed, I feel like, because of that a little bit. So now she is hell-bent on proving that, she is moved on, when in all actuality, I don't think that she has completely moved on. I don't think that Kevin has completely moved on, because he realized he messed up, and I'm probably almost 99.9% sure he doesn't even want Sharina anymore, because it's not fun anymore. You know what I mean? Now it's like you can have her, and now when you can have her, you don't want her. Isn't that crazy? Like how it is though. Like, you want what you can't have, and then once you get it, you're like over it. I always think that that's interesting. I've been in those situations before as well. And so it's now he's got this baby, his wife is moved on, and now he's got this baby mama that he could never really truly enjoy a life with this kid, because they all know what we all know, where this kid came from and this relationship. So it's not like they could be in the public. Sharina's probably dying to be out in the public, but can't. I mean, it's a really unfortunate situation. And now you have him. Well, Wendy didn't say it was actually Kevin contacting her, but I mean, who else would it be? We know who she's talking about. Anytime she's talking like this, she's insinuating Kevin wants her back. Kevin is still texting her. Kevin is still calling her. Kevin is still trying to get in. And if you ask me, I believe she's entertaining him. And I believe she still goes and has dinner with him. She's still talking to him. They're still communicating on the phone, but she knows she can't take him back. And I also feel like that's a little bit of the conversation. Like, listen, you know I can't take you back. You know that the show is riding on this. Well, not anymore. It's got renewed. But you get what I'm saying. You know that so many things are riding on this that we have to move on. It's over. That's why she always maintains a good relationship with him. She doesn't talk bad about him. You get what I'm saying? She makes it seem like she's moved on and she's dating, but when in all actuality, she's still very much so like being a wife to Kevin. You know what I'm saying? Like she's still not disrespecting him. So I think it's really, really interesting how this whole thing is playing out. I wouldn't be surprised if they got back together and then Wendy Williams came and did some speech on how, you know, it is what it is, or, you know, life is what you make it, or after this 2 years, because I do think this is her last 2 years. After these next 2 seasons, she ends up back with him. I wouldn't be surprised. And you know what? Honestly, I couldn't say I'd be mad at her. You know what I mean? She's a woman on the other side of 50. Listen, girl, if you lived through it this long, I mean, what's another baby? You know what I mean? You don't have to be responsible for it. You don't have to take care of that child. It's not your kid. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Do you think Wendy Williams is still kind of egging him on and still kind of talking to him? I do. I feel like he wouldn't be texting you like, I mean, he would be texting, but I don't feel like he would just continuously be texting you like that if you weren't giving him a little bit, you know, like, I feel like the whole thing about her trying to date and, you know, being in people's faces and picking the young boy and making it seem as though that she's going out and doing things like that, I think that's all to try to make him jealous. If you ask me, I think that is strictly to try to make Kevin jealous. And it probably is working. It probably is working to a certain extent. Because I know if it were me, I would probably be like, oh, damn, I kind of miss my old relationship. And not for nothing, honestly, people, relationships go through things. And so it's unfortunate that we have a public figure like her that, you know, we put so much pressure on them like, hey, you have to be broken up. You have to get this divorce. And in all actuality, it's hard. It's easier to say until we're in that situation. I know a lot of people listening are still entertaining their baby fathers, or, you know, still dating a man that's cheated on them, or still married to a man that's cheated on them. However, but a person like Wendy Williams, we have zero tolerance for her to go back. It's like she has to leave him. She has to leave him because she's a public figure. So in that retrospect, I do kind of feel bad for her because I feel like she does want her family back, but I feel like she cannot get her family. She cannot make that step to rekindling that relationship because just the court of public opinion and the fact that so many people would drag her and you know, be disappointed in her that she took him back, even though many of you all, including myself, have taken back people who have done us way dirty. You know what I'm saying? But Kevin, it's going to take a lot more than some simple text messages and some sweet, you look beautiful today, because you didn't feel that way for the last 10 years when you were dating that woman that was 10 years younger. You get what I'm saying? If you want to get Wendy Williams back, you need to make her feel beautiful again. You need to make her feel sexy again. And, you know, her confidence was probably shot. I mean, could you imagine a man leaving you for a younger woman? That's probably a woman's biggest fear after you have his kids and you sacrifice your whole life for this man, and then you're not able to reproduce anymore, but a man is always able to reproduce. And then there he goes and leaves you for a younger woman. Wow. What a dirty dog. So, you know, I don't know. He would have to do a lot more. He would literally have to like get on his knees in front of the world, cry, beg, and plead, and really just expose himself and make himself completely vulnerable for me to be like, all right, Wendy, you should take it back, just because he embarrassed you in front of the whole world. And not for nothing, you know, you've dealt with so much for so long. It's just kind of like you need to do something astronomical for the people to even remotely think that she should take you back. But those are just my thoughts. You let me know what you guys think. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. Kevin Hunter won't leave Wendy Williams alone. He wants her back. He's still flirting with her, still sliding in her DMs. What do you guys make about this entire situation? Do you think that he's missing the coinage? Do you think he's missing his family? Do you think he's having regrets? Or do you think it's just a little bit of all of it? I personally think it's a little bit of everything. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. Until next time, I love you. Keep that same energy, and I will see you soon. Bye.
Tell me pretty lies, look me in the face. Tell me that you love me, even if it's fake.